you going to win?
Yes.
BMI.
We are the children of the Most High. We shall we overcome. Freedom is all we asking for. We are more than conquerors. God is watching over us. Our freedom's here to stay.
I was to be killed also, and I just managed to escape. And a few of the officers escaped, but very many were killed.
That's how we be going. And no matter what the people do, we'll be going home.
God bless Biafra across the shores of Africa. The sun is rising. Only Biafra can save Africa from tyranny and injustice like Massacre and aftermath. Over 3.5 million children were being massacred in cold blood in the zoo. Of wicked animals with monkeys and baboons, vultures and hyenas. Different in everything like culture and ideas. We must keep the legacies left behind by our pioneers. The cloud is God, the rain is gone, behind every downfall. One family, we are children of the rising sun, fighting for survival in the land of our ancestors. Africa must be free from the hands of our oppressors. The struggle is a glory, we are telling our story, getting shot by the police of our Fulani hegemony. The Afra is a spirit, she has put the world on notice. The United Nations must be and this we never notice. We must fight to the finish till our enemies diminish. Go back to your roots as it was in the beginning, and we stand by the truth and let the share from the beginning.
We are the children of the Most High. We shall we overcome. Freedom is all we asking for. We are more than conquerors. God is watching over us. Our freedom's here to stay. No matter what the enemies, we shall overcome. No matter what the people say, that's how we'll be going. No matter what the people do, we'll be going home.
Tell them.
We'll be going home.
Odogwu Chineke osisi Chukwu nyelu ndị Igbo. Asị m gị gaba n'iru n'onwere ibe ebe ga-eme ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo ma chacha. Ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo okwu nna m gwara m kwuo ọ sị na ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo.
His name is Ozemene.
What happened? What did you know?
What I learned this morning, we were clearing our road farm road.
Okay.
We came up here. These people were here.
Go foul.
Then some people approached them, the women and the other elderly people, tell them to go. That they have damaged their farm. They said, okay, they are going. As they were going, the people started coming to join.
Are we live now?
These people came out there. First batch of the animal moved.
I can't.
The second one.
I can't hear you. I can't hear the background.
The herdsmen.
Mazi, we are live and direct.
Yeah,
We are already talking.
Background.
So the man fall into this. Then they started chasing every other person.
From my end here,
As we were
and I
digging
know
holes
at your
to
end
make sure we are
early morning.
Mazi, hold on. You have to hold on. Let's take
and drew him
this
from where he
before
was.
we proceed with the introduction.
What is his name?
His name is Ozemene Iriaka from Iriaka. Ozemene Iriaka.
Okay. From Agba, right?
Yes, from Umwe.
Okay.
Like many years ago.
How old do you think it?
Put it around 75. No. Sir? 65.
75 is okay for me.
65, come on, we need to fight. So what were, please, my honorable, please, we are still entertaining fears. We need to be protected. My name is Chief Agenesis Wani. Thank you.
Because you should go back a little.
Let's have system. Go back a little.
Because onye na-ebe awo DPO Uguta police station. Achọm ka unu mara na apa unu bega eruola gọọmenti.
Thank you, sir.
Now, what I did immediately was to call the commissioner of police, and luckily, the commissioner of police is such. I don't know where he got this training. He picked his call immediately. Anytime you call him, he picks his call.
Very lovely.
Immediately in Korea this morning, after you people called me, my boy, I pick a call. Yeah, Juwam, what the problem is, I told him exactly what you just reported to me, because you told me this on the phone.
Yeah, I did.
And I also called the area commander in charge of this area. He immediately told me that his men are on ground.
Yes,
and,
they can.
CP then called me back. I told him I am on my way to the spot, that I will give him situation report.
Okay.
Now, I am here. And wherever he gave me, the government from now till in the night.
We are grateful too.
I want you people to see that as a right step in the right direction.
Thank you, sir.
I want you people to premise upon that and believe that you must get justice for this.
Thank you, sir.
I am saying that you must get justice.
Amen.
Now, what you people will do, for the fact that you called, look at the DPO is here, the area commander is here represented, the DSS is here. I am here representing you. I immediately called all of them and they answer us. That is enough. Is enough a thing of pride that the security agencies are living up to expectations. Because in Weboga, you won't see anybody.
You have tried.
But we are all here.
You have done well.
Representing the government of the day. So, in that same spirit, I am telling you people to keep calm.
We will.
Please keep calm. The security agencies are everywhere in this locality. They've cordoned off everywhere. The military and the police. As I speak to you, they have cordoned off everywhere here. I'm giving you as information. Nobody should take arms to go and fight anybody.
We will not.
Don't resort to self-help. For the fact that you called us, I got all of them rounded up here. They are here, and they have cordoned off the whole bush to get these culprits arrested. Chief, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Just calm down. Leave everything to the law enforcement agencies. They are everywhere here. They will get the culprits. Don't go and wage war.
We are not.
Go and do any reprisal attack. Don't do that.
At what point?
Where?
Please talk to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unu agakwala anụ ọgụ ka ndị gọọmenti ji aka ha jide ha.
Thank you.
Anya akpọkwala n'onye isi ndị Hausa, ndị Sariki niile in charge of Imo State. They are on call with me. So unu gba nkịtị, what you do is to stay by. Watch us.
Okay.
Watch the military and the police.
I'm glad.
We are on top of the situation. Now you are going to aid the police to help and carry these corpses. So go and deposit at the closest mortuary. Because Sawala goes to government. And as long as I am here, as far as I'm concerned, I
should see the tally for you. Yes, I have your number now. I assure you, we won't do. We will be law abiding.
Please, no reprisal attack. Help them. I will do that.
Hello, fellow Biafrans. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Mazi Patrick BK, and with me is Mazi Solomon Peter, who will be joining us very soon. And I have to take this clip, first of all, before the start of this program, to be able to bring to your attention what have been happening. This incident you see here didn't happen yesterday. This incident happened some few years back, most probably beginning of this year or sometime last year. And there was this assurance that every culprit will be brought to justice, that people should not worry themselves, that you should just sit back and allow the police and the army to help you secure your community. And in fact, you should not defend yourself. And yes.
This is horrible. I can't hear you, and I can't see the video you are displaying. Though I'm aware of the video, but I don't know if you are hearing me. But I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear what is happening in this.
Mazi, but I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely. I can hear you.
Hear me. If you can hear me,
I
can go on, but I just have to bring to your notice that what you are saying, I am not hearing it. But I have
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes. You are doing hands as you can hear me, but I can't hear you. But that is by the way. But I just have to start by introducing myself, which is our normal routine here. My name is Solomon Peter. Thank you, Mazi Pat, for making me part of this very program. I welcome the viewers all over the world, Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, haters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are welcome into this very program at this moment. It's very, very important that at this point we have to make this note very, very clear. Very, very clear.
Yeah, while we wait for Mazi Solomon to be back, I think he's having some technical issues. I hope that he comes back sooner than later and will be able to sort his issue out. While we wait for him to be back, I want us to take a little break. Thank you very much.
Olumubulago ikembana Olumubulago emeko chukurana Olumubulago ikembana Olumubulago emeko chukurana Olumubulago ikembana Olumubulago emeko chukurana Owebulomu Inagba meziokwu Onu na-agba meziokwu N'ọnwụ gburu di memego di mego chukwu Onye budu ụwa mezi ife dịlịa O mezi ife dịlịa n'elu ụwa na-aba ọma ebulu ọnwụ Mmadụ zara afọ n'elu ụwa zọ ọnwụ ebuka Na mmadụ zara afọ n'elu ụwa wee zazi ọnwụ bụ alili Igbo nwere oge na-enwe egwu enwe ikoro Ibukwume na n'Igbo Iko na-ada Didigo Iko na-ada ko Ibukwume n'ụbọchị afị ukwu Chienwele bibie ji Igbo n'anya Onye nọ na na-adagbugo onye nọ n'enu Enu akaghị aka na akaghị aka Ikuku ebulugo n'ike fọlọ ji n'ike Ejula agba mme na akaghị aka Oke osisi chọrọ ukelechi egbe adago Dimbe ebe akwa ka nwata orimili agba dike n'anya Okokoko atụrụ ekola agụ nwa Tututututu ekwo nwa sọ anya Dim Chukwu emego dị megwu ojukwu Ezi Igbo gburugburu Ike dị ọra mma Odozi obodo ojukwu anabago Anya ndị Igbo ji afụ ụzọ Ọnụnụ ube nwanne bụ dazọba nwanne Ọtabili onye nwanne Ataka na agbụọ Ike a na-akpọ ogwu n'anya Onyele mmadụ ojukwu ikelebe Ikolo na-akpọ gị Ọ bụ n'ụlọ ka ọ bụ n'ọnwụ Amụma na-egwu igwe Dike na-agbara izu mgbe ketegete Oyi na-atụ mba Gburugburu ojukwu Ikolo na-akpọ gị Kunie Ọ dị megbo ndị Igbo ojukwu Egbe nduru egbe ọnụ na-abụ ojukwu Ike kwala ụkwara egwu jide ndị ilo ya Onye daa ọdagide nwanne ya Onye si na ya lụrụ mgbogbo ogolo Ya manọkọla onye ogolo ga-eme ya ife Ọnwụ dị megwu ojukwu Kedu etu ọ dịghị n'arụ Ọ tụkpọrọ gị ụjọ Dị na-emego dị megwu ojukwu Uda sụrụ na mba nụ ya na mba Obiri dike aka na na Ọ chụbara dike ọfịa Amụdịgbu nyiri enyi Ime na-adị mbuli Ọ chụbara enyi zọgbu agụ n'ụkwụ Ọgba ọgụ nwanne Akwa mmiri aka Na dị mma na ọnwụ bọlụfọlụ bụ onye Igwe bụ ike ụmụ Igbo Onye agha na nwanne ya Okwe jiri mala ojukwu kwada Unu makwa na onye ọkụnyụlụ n'aka ya bụ onye afụnyụlụ ya Ụmụ Igbo anyị ọ ga-afụnye okonye agha na nwanne ya Igwe biko ojukwu zanụ nyaza Ugboro na-abụ ka ekwe na-akpọ dike n'elu ụwa Ọ kpọọ ya na ndụ ma kpọọ ya n'ọnwụ Ọnwụ dike gburu n'elu ụwa bụ ndị nọọchị ndị na-akwa A na-egbu dike n'ọgụ ụlọ Ụbọchị ọgụ ama achọba dike Mana ọṅụ adịrọ na-akpọ dị megwu ojukwu Maka na ọrụ na Igbo fụrụ ya n'anya asị na onye amụma dị enwukwu n'obodo amụrụ ya mana ọ bụrụ maka Emeka Ọdịmegwu Ojukwu onye ike dị mma ọgụ dị mma ọlụ ọ bụ isi kpụrụ ọra niile ọgaranya na-ejela ogbenye ozi Ojukwu na-agba ọgụ nwanne ma gbaruo ya n'isi kama ọ sị nwanne lie ka ya bụrụ ọnụ asị na ụbọchị amụrụ dike na mba ka amụrụ ibe ya mana dike na-abụ amụrụ n'obodo n'ofu ya karịrị ibe ya maka na izi na-abụrụ ọnụ na mmadụ na-aka ibe ya Ojukwu siri ka ụmụ Igbo da nwa ọnwụ erughị elu ka ya nwụchitela ụmụ Igbo ọnwụ maka na mmegbu na-emegbu ụmụ Igbo na-atanya kelikeli n'obi ole ịfụnanya karịrị ka Igbo ndị mma n'eziokwu azịna na-abịa ụwa ọzọ ụwa ma ọzọ ụwa ma asaa aga m abụkwa onye Igbo ma bụrụ nwanne Emeka Ọdịmegwu Ojukwu ma n'ọnwụ ma na ndụ biko gbabara ya ogu n'ọra mmụọ maka na anyị bụ ndị dị ndụ na-ekwupụrụ gị ọnụ gị Ojukwu ka emesịa onye o mere nya n'ibe iyo mbịa nke Ojukwu azanna nwanyị ga-ebezina ngwụrụ Ọdịmegwu Ojukwu ndidi bụ ọgwụ ụwa General Emeka Ọdịmegwu Ojukwu anaba ọ bụrụ ife ọnwụ na-eri ego n'ụwa ụmụ nwanyị ebute ego ọ bụrụ ife ọgụ na mgba na Ojukwu ga-ejide ọnwụ n'aka
Now forest then they one place, then they laugh, then they drink bottle. They never come and say, I dey find you trouble. But to that way, then they no be one person then they kill here. That 100 people they want kill. Because if you trouble come here, you don't know small picking. You don't know anything. Anybody. Any person where enter the village, any person where you see now to shoot and kill him, you don't go know that day brother. Something before army come, you can say some army itself you know go fit.
Look at your face, you know.
I tell you. He get a place where some fight the boss there, then call army go there, surrender like this. He carry the whole gun, give the Fulani. They carry and go, they say make it then go. No, so they happen. Okay.
And anybody where they kill, they don't kill.
They don't kill. We as they see us, he get something where we they see, where we sabi, but we don't tire. We don't want time.
Yet the whole Fulani for the would meet.
Yesterday they call us, then go meet Buhari for grant.
Yes.
For Abuja.
Yes,
You see, they go meet Buhari like this. They beg Buhari. They say Buhari, they want to do something for Ebony here. Buhari say make it they not try and make it they wait.
Wow, no good.
Now in a village, if these people will be group, na Igbo, no be saying another country. Like making the nothing say that way Boko Haram they do. They test say then they do them, then they succeed. Boko Haram say where you see where then they do and not be one language. Yeah, I mean they are gift group. Yeah. But they don't go come for village like we begin to kill this and kill this and they go. Make we not tell these people. Where you see this report, you don't need the whole Nigeria. Ebony, you get to wait in the sea. Who they tell you now? Now the day where you see say Fulani don't pack it their house go. No single Fulani. You wait there here, go tell you say no sleep. But you now una be eye here. Make una the control. Make una the tell them. I beg. Anyhow trouble we good. Peace is better person.
Yes, sir.
If they sing, how they sing, it better. Quiet it better. Not be where something don't happen before you say, huh? If you to say I know, I for do like this. That one don't pass. Oh. See? If you see this man where then go kill it, then burn him. His wife he died last week. Only him with the pikin. He can't kill the father again, live on zero. Now they don't carry and that day where they go give the Buhari the pepper, Buhari they cry.
Sure.
You get one people from Zampara, they say now human being they do this thing. They say I better make we leave it. We say no. We know they carry our action first. Make it the report reach everywhere first. I think they hear me. Okay, so far say you see then they carry this thing go far. America people then they put this thing then they hear them. Okay, if the day where the trouble boss, who go help you?
Nobody.
You see? Before you see government know, some people don't die. What that government go as this is what they do for film now. Where government? Not so people carry the children they run. But you then thank God if in a Fulani they know that way then they run, they know they see where then they follow run. Like I tell you, Fulani fight is no good. Oh. We they tell you now when you see or say these people were like bush. Fear them more. Make I they tell you. Any person where you don't see that fight where you see there, you know go pray God for your life. Make you fight with that people. We might as we dey here now, we dey fear. That's why you see anything where we hear sometimes we know they make a call. You get some call where they do, it go bad for you.
It go affect you and
it go
even
affect you. Forest then they one place, then they laugh, then they drink bottle. They never come and say, I they find you trouble. But to that way they think not be one person then they kill here. That 100 people they want kill. Because if you trouble come here, you don't know small picking. You don't know anything. Anybody. Any person where enter the village, any person where you see now to shoot and kill them, you don't go know that day brother. Something before army come, you think say some army self you know go fit.
Look at your face self, you know.
I tell you. He get a place where some fight the boss there, then call army go there, surrender like this. He carry the whole gun, give the Fulani. They carry and go, they say make it then go. No be so they happen. Okay.
And anybody where they kill, they don't kill.
They don't kill. We as they see us, he get something where we they see, where we sabi, but we don't tire, we don't want them.
Yesterday, whole Fulani for the would meet.
Yesterday, they call us, then go meet Buhari for grant.
Yes.
For Abuja.
Yes, yeah.
You see, they go meet Buhari like this. They beg Buhari. They say Buhari, they want to do something for Ebony here. Buhari say make it they not try and make it they wait.
Wow, no good.
Now in a village, if it is people will be group, na Igbo, no be saying another country. Like it making they not say that way Boko Haram they do. They test say then they do them, then they some say Boko Haram say where you see where then they do and not be one language. They are gift group. Yeah. But they don't go come for village like we begin to kill this and kill this and they go. Make we not tell these people. When you see this report, you don't need the whole Nigeria. Ebony, you get to wait in the sea. Who they tell you now? Now the day where you see say Fulani don't pack it their house go. No single Fulani. You wait there here, go tell you say no sleep. But you now be eye here. Make una the control. Make una the tell them. I beg. Anyhow trouble we good. Peace is better person.
Yes, sir. If
they sing, how they sing, it better. Quiet is better. Not be way something don't happen before you say, huh? If you to say I know, I for do like this. That one don't pass. See? If you see this man where them go kill it, them burn him. His wife he died last week. Only him with his pikin. He can't kill the father again, live on zero. Now they don't carry, and that day when they go give the Buhari the pepper, Buhari they cry.
Sure.
You get to one people from Zampara, they say now human being they do this thing. They say I better make we leave it. We say no. We know they carry our action first. Make it the report to reach everywhere first. I think they hear me. Okay, so far say you see then they carry this thing go far. America people then they put this thing then they hear them. Okay, if the day when the trouble boss, who go help you?
Nobody.
See? Before you see government know, some people don't die. What that government go as this is what they do for film now. Where government? Maybe some people carry the children they run. But you then thank God if in a Fulani they know that way then they run, they know they see where then they follow run. Like I tell you. Fulani fight no good. Oh. We they tell you now when you see or say these people were like bush. Fear them more. Make I they tell you. Any person where you don't see that fight where you see there, you know go pray God for your life. Make you fight with that people. We might as we dey here now, we dey fear. That's how when you see anything where we hear sometimes we know they make a call. You get some call where they do, it go bad for you.
It go affect you and even
affect you.
We are back, and with me again is we are having network issues this morning. I can't, Mazi, we can't hear you. This time around, it is we that cannot hear you. You are muted. You are muted. Can you please unmute yourself? No, I can't. I can't hear you. Yeah, so while we wait for Mazi Solomon to come back, I played the clip, and I'm going to want us to learn from this clip that I've been trying to play here. I don't know how you saw that clip, but there is a lot with the recent happening in Ebony, the recent massacre. There is something that this Fulani man revealed that we must take into consideration, and it is very, very important you pay attention. I'm going to play the clip again. Unfortunately, we keep having network issues, but we will continue to try to come back. And I want to take the clip again so that after this, be able to take the next clip.
Now, forest then they one place, then they laugh, then they drink bottle. They never come and say, I define you trouble. But to that way, they think not be one person then they kill here. That 100 people they want kill. Because if you trouble come here, you don't know small picking. You don't know anything. Anybody. Any person where enter the village, any person where you see now to shoot and kill him, you don't go know that day brother. Something before army come, you can say some army self you don't go fit.
Look at your face self, you know.
Like I tell you. You get a place where some fight the boss there, them call army go there, it's run down like this. He carry the whole gun, give the Fulani. They carry and go, they say make it then go. Nobody saw they happen. Okay.
And anybody where they kill, they don't kill.
They don't kill. We as they see us, you get something where we they see, where we sabi, but we don't tire. We don't want them.
Yesterday, whole Fulani for the would they meet it?
Yesterday, they call us, then go meet Buhari for grant.
Yes.
For Abuja.
Yes, yeah.
You see, they go meet you Buhari like this. They beg you Buhari. They say Buhari, they want to do something for Ebony here. Buhari say make it they not try and make it they wait.
Wow, no good.
Now in a village, if it is people will be group, na Igbo, no be saying another country. Like it making the nothing say that way Boko Haram they do. They test say then they do them, then they succeed. Boko Haram say where you see where then they do and no be one language. They are gave group. Yeah. But they don't go come for village like we begin to kill this and kill this and they go. Make we not tell these people. When you see this report, you don't need the whole Nigeria. Ebony, you get to waiting the sea. Who they tell you now? Now the day where you see say Fulani don't pack it their house go. No single Fulani. You wait there here, go tell you say no sleep. Bet you now una be eye here. Make una the control. Make una the tell them. I beg. Anyhow trouble we good. Peace is better person.
Yes, sir.
If he they sing, how they sing it better. Quiet it better. Not be way something don't happen before you say, If it's to say I know, I for do like this. That one don't pass off. See? If you see this man where them go kill it, them burn him. His wife he died last week. Only him with his pikin. He can't kill the father again, live on zero. Now they don't carry and that the way them go give the Buhari the pepper, Buhari they cry.
Sure.
You get one people from Zampara, they say now human being they do this thing. They say I make we leave it. We say no. We know they carry our action first. Make it the report to reach everywhere first. I think they hear me. Okay, so far say you see then they carry this thing go far. American people then they put this thing then they hear them. Okay, if the day where the trouble boss, who go help you?
Nobody.
You see? Before you see government know, some people don't die. What that government go? As this is what they do for film now. Where government? Maybe some people carry the children they run. But you then thank God if in a Fulani they know that way then they run, they know they see where then they follow run. Like I tell you, Fulani fighting no good. Oh. We they tell you now when you see or say these people were like bush. Fear them more. Make I they tell you. Any person where you don't see that fight where you see there, you know go pray God for your life. Make you fight with that people. We might as we dey here now, we dey fear. That's why you see anything where we hear sometimes we know they make a call. You get some call where they do, it go bad for you.
It go affect you and even affect you.
Yeah, so guys, you're welcome back. While we wait for Mazi Solomon to join us again, before I take the next clip, there are certain things that this man revealed that happened in Ebony just a few days ago. And he said almost everything that happened, because I'm going to play that clip so that you'll be able to relate from the account of the victims, from the eyewitnesses. You know exactly what this man revealed that we have been playing on this program, continue to play on this program, that have not been, paid attention to. But most of the things he said here were exactly what happened in Ebony. He revealed so many things that happened in Ebony in these past few days. And when we play the clip of the massacre in Ebony, you'll be able to get the point, get the sense of what he was saying here. So he has already revealed what is to come, and it just happened. So it is very, very easy for you to understand the mindset of the Fulani you are dealing with. He dropped certain points about how they are going to kill hundreds of people, and all the points he dropped, everything he said were the things that happened. And when I'm going to take that clip, you'll be able to reconcile exactly that already we have been given this information on what is to come, but our people doesn't take anything serious. So when Mazi Solomon comes in, he's also going to add his voice to the discussion, and we'll be able to see that we have to start taking issues seriously, because most of the time things happen around us and we just don't take them seriously. And that is the problem we've been having. We don't take issues seriously. We tend to underestimate people. You underestimate your enemies, even when they tell you to your face that this is what they are going to do. You think that they can't do it. You see it as, something that is impossible. But on this clip that I've been repeating, the information have already been given about how the operation, the massacre is going to take and how. But we already have a first-hand information from the clip, the video clip I have been playing. And the next clip I'll be playing is going to be the next clip of the victims of Ebony massacre in these few days, and you'll be able to understand what he was saying. I think Mazi Solomon is here with us. Hello, Mazi Solomon. Are you there? Can you hear me this time around?
Yeah, I have to position myself. It's less light here. You have to bear with
But
me.
we can see you clearly. Don't bother. We can see you clearly.
I am very, very sorry. It's as just like a battle. The speaker is not. I'm not hearing what is happening in the platforms and all these things. So I'm very, very sorry that I have to come late. As I've started introducing myself, my name is Solomon Peter. I have welcomed everybody in this very platform. This is another edition of BTV program being hosted by Mazi Patrick Ikem. So we are here again for enlightenment, for update, and for also analysis of issues that is happening, or the connections of the issues that is happening right now with the things that has happened in the past. So that is why we are here. In the first clip that was played before I left the platform, we are seeing a Fulani man actually giving us update of what they can do or what they are planning to do. So eventually he told us there that it is Buhari who was asking them that they have called Buhari and they asked them to wait. That is not the right time. So, and we have explained it in this very platform that the Fulani agendas remains the same. It never changed. It's just like when you looked at animals, look at the nature of animals and their characters. Each animal has its own peculiar character. And that is how they carry their agenda. Nothing changed about them. You can never tomorrow see where goat is hustling to eat a fresh blood or a fresh meat. The food for goat is grasses. He eats grasses. He can never change his color. He can never change his attitude or his strategies. That is how naturally he's created to function. So now you see goat, every time goat is hungry, you look for grasses. But it's not the same story when a lion is hungry. When a lion is hungry, he goes after fresh meat. He goes after animals that are alive, animals that has blood. That is the way they are function. That is the way they are created to function. So we explain to you here what Fulani meant and how Fulani were created to function. But this is a very bloody mistake that most of the components that was amalgamated into Nigeria. This is the bloody mistakes that some of our forefathers made due to their short-sightedness to nation. Then they allow themselves to come into the union with the Fulanis, or come into the union with the people that are being colonized by Fulanis, because all Hausas are being colonized by Fulani. In the time 1960, at the time when they are planning for independence, before finally the 1960 when the independence come, the Fulanis doesn't want this independent Nigeria. They doesn't want it because their fear, because they are always feeling insecure. So their fear at that time is that they will lose their position if they finally agreed to go into a country with the Southerners. So they are afraid at that time that Fulani will lose their grip to the north, that they will lose their authority over the houses that they have conquered. So they still want to secure their position. So they are threatened. So before they agree to go into independent, before they agree to go into that independence, the Britain has to assure them that they will retain their position, that they will retain their positions as the Fulani people, as a Fulani, as people who has conquered the north, that they will retain that their position of conquest of the north, of the conquest of the Hausas. This is the assurance that British give to them before they even agree to come into the independent with the rest of the people. But our forefathers were very, very short-sighted. That Fulanis are seen like if they retain their position as the conquest of the north, that with that position they will finally conquer the entire Nigeria, and by conquering the entire Nigeria, because the fear now, let me tell you the fear, because sometimes when I come here, I will try to rush, because I am not the host here, so I try to rush, and when I'm rushing, I might jump on certain things. Now, I want you to understand. I want to slow down to give you one powerful secret today. Fulanis were afraid to go into independence because they don't want to lose their position. They don't want anything to reverse that position. You know, some people who felt, I have gotten this thing, I don't want to lose this thing. I don't want to lose this thing that is in my hands. So somebody has to ensure them, the British has to ensure them that they are not going to use that their position of conquest of the north. So that is from there, now they now have confidence to come and go into independent with Nigeria, with the rest of Nigeria. Now, with the belief that finally, as long as they retain their position, that they will finally conquer other. So if you are hearing me, I continue. Now, if you want the proof of what I am saying right now, I will send the proof to Mazi Pat, and he will play it here in the PTV. Okay. Now, they believe that as long as they maintain their positions in the conquest of the north, that they will finally use that position to conquer the south. Somebody is trying to call me, and I'm trying to stop the person. He keep calling anyway. So if you Mazi Pat, if I'm still on in this very platform, I continue.
Mazi, you are on.
Finally,
go ahead, you are on.
They are looking like if they retain their position in the conquest of the north, then they will use the north, Hausas, and all the people, both Mupe, all the people of the Middle Belt that they see as the people they conquered, that they will finally use them to conquer the south. And then Fulani will dominate all Nigeria. And finally, that Nigerian that was given, that Nigeria that has independence in 1960 will finally become the Fulani country. That will finally become Fulani country. Not that it's only Fulanis that are, that is not that it's only Fulanis that will live in the country, but it is the Fulani that will determine anything that happened in that very country when they have finally conquered the people. So Fulanis will be ruling like their Saliki, their emir in Sokoto there. The Satuana of Sokoto will be there as a Queen of England. The way the Queen of England is today, and that is the way they plan it. I will give you evidence. They plan that the Satuana of Sokoto will be like a queen, like the way the office of queen is in the London. That is how they plan that the place of the Satuana of Sokoto will be like that in Nigeria. So now, the fear of the Fulani over the South, or over the over all the South, is that if they will at any time allow the South to have free way, they have their free way into the political space of Nigeria, that they can have their, not by being a president does not mean that you have control over the political the political space of Nigeria. The political space of Nigeria is very wide. It's very, very wide. When you become a president, there is so many instruments that that is made available in government for you to use those instruments to dispatch governance. So Fulanis are occupying all those things. Any way you can use to demonstrate, any way you can use to demonstrate a good president of Nigeria that will favor the South, or that will make the South as a partner in Nigeria. Fulanis are in those instruments. They block all those instruments. They are the head of those instruments. Even when another tribe is being a president, their fear is this, that if they allowed the Southerners, definitely they will dispose that position of the Sardwana of Sokoto. That control of the Fulanis will be dismantled. And that is one time you are hearing the former Emir of Kano, the former CBN governor. Now you are hearing him saying to them one time that a day will come, if the constitution of Nigeria, the way Nigeria are being governed, will eventually change, that the Northerners will find wanting. They will find wanting. So now the Northerners want to maintain a position of the Fulanis with the conquest of the North to conquer, to use those people conquered in the North and people that is conquered by the South, by people that are conquered in the Middle Belt. They want to use them to conquer the South. That is their pure agenda. That is their approach. That is their belief that one day, finally, they will use the North to conquer the South. That you will no more, there will be nothing like anymore. You want to recite the history of Nigeria, you are talking about Igbo or you are talking about Yoruba. They believe that one day it will be in things of the past. That is what the Fulanis believe. And this is what all their armies in the bush believe. That this nation finally, according to the promise of Allah to them, that they will raise the history of the Igbos, the history of the Igbos, the history of the Yorubas, the history of the Middle Belt, the history of all the people. That is why you see them, they remove the bite of Biafra in the map. They remove the bite of Biafra. With the help of the foreign nations that has interest in Nigeria, they remove it from the history because they don't want it, because the Igbos are the one who has demonstrated in a very high level that they can never be intimidated, that they can never be intimidated. The Igbos are the only people who has demonstrated it. When I talk of Igbos, when I talk of Igbos in this context, Ijo is included, Irobo is included, Anan is included. The whole eastern region, we are regarded as Igbo. Forget about all these things people are saying, I'm not Igbo, I'm not. Once you are from there, the same eyes, 100%, that Fulanis is using to view, to see Igbo is the same eyes, this 100%. The way they see Igbo is the way they see Ikwere man. The way they see Igbo is the way they see Anam man. The way they see Yoruba man. The way they see Ogoni man. The way they see all the people in the old eastern region. All of you, they see you the same way. what an Igbo man mean, what they feel about against Igbo man is what they feel against all of you. All of you. So in this context that I'm quoting today, all of you we are regarded as Igbos in Nyamiri. Now, it is only in the political platform that they try to use the divide and the rule organism, the divide and rule organ, to divide the people and say, this one, you are Ikwere, this one, you are Irobo, this one, only on a political space. But in terms of who they think you are, all of you are Igbos. So it's only Igbos who has, during the time of the encroachment of the colonists, resisted them for a very long time. And again, after the independence, the people of the Eastern region are the people who has demonstrated that no matter how hard you push them, they can never submit to the conquest of the Fulanis. They have penetrated Fulanis, they have penetrated, because we are not discussing anywhere. I'm not discussing religion, because everybody is free to practice whatever religion you want to practice. But that is not what, Islam is not what Islam is in the Fulanis agenda. Fulanis agenda is like the way that some of the Europeans, when they wanted to conquer us, they come with the camouflage of Christianity. And that is the warning that the Bible was warning, said that the angel of darkness has put on the clothes, that the angel of darkness has already putting in the garment of the angel of light, that the wolves are putting on sheep clothing. So when they want to conquer you, they now come under the camouflage of Christianity, but sincerely in their heart, they are Mafians. They are not truly Christian, despite that there is other, can I say, what can I call them? Because in this thing that you are doing, even in the church today, where you are seeing the pastors that are doing rituals and killing people to obtain power, there is some sincere worshippers who are there, who honestly doesn't know what is happening. They are innocent. They don't know what is happening, but these people will make you to join them. So in that their mission also, there is people who innocently wanted to do the work of God. But the people who are actually pushing for that agenda are the Europeans that wanted to conquer us, to colonize us. But some of the people they use are people who are innocent. They are just, they don't know what the agenda of the Europeans is. They don't know. So that is just the same way Fulanis are using Islam. So many people, they are genuinely accept Islam as a religion and following Islam. But Fulanis are in their own agenda is the conquest. They are using Islam. They are positioning Islam as a religion. Because remember here, why are they using religion in this kind of thing? Why are they using religions as a tactics in this kind of thing? All these Okoko who are parading themselves as a politicians, professor, they don't know all these secrets. Because he had the things that fall inside the water, you will use leg to find it. They don't know this thing. Now, what am I trying to explain to you here? Now, the agenda, the real agenda is the conquest, but they are using this organ, religious organ in camouflage. And where are they looking at is this. Last time I was discussing here, or in black and white, I said that we must know how to mine people's interest. That when you mine people's interest, you get them to your side. But if you don't know how to grab people's interest, you will either push them away from you. So what are they mining here? What they are mining is that you human beings are created as an emotional being. So the mining, what they are using religion to mine is to harness or to harvest your emotion and the structure your emotion around the teaching of religion teachings. They will use that religion teaching to mold your behavior, mold your belief, mold your action, mold your reactions. So, when they teach you, they build you around, they use this religion. It's just like the same as Western education. Because they structure your brain the way it reasons, the way it accepts information. They structure it because once your emotion is captured, then your entire self is captured. Remember the Bible says, where the man's treasure is, that is where his mind is. That is where his emotion is. So when they capture your emotion, they will now begin to use that your emotion to structure your reasoning, your thinking, your way of acting, your way of responding. Everything about you, they will use that. As long as they capture that your emotion, they will structure you. Structure the way you think, the way you see things. You can just be looking at something that after your emotion has been captured. Let me just give a literal example. When some people succeed in deceiving a man or deceiving a woman to make them lose their emotion to them, you will see a woman, you will be advising that woman, is it this man that is a thief, a killer, you wanted to go and marry? He will say it doesn't matter. Some of them will say love is blind. But it's just like the emotion is being captured. Even some of them who are Sabbatarians, who will say they will do work for you, they will just capture your emotion. Once your emotion is captured, then the way you are reasoning is captured. Let's assume, for instance, today, if there is nothing, there is nothing like, there are so many things that have not existed, then they don't have your emotion. There are so many things you have not listened to, they cannot get your emotion. If, let's say, in this entire world that Lugard and his girlfriend did not create Nigeria, you might not have any emotion to any country called Nigeria. You may not have such emotion. So this is the way the Fulani does with the Islamic religion. Not for the ingenuity, not for the genuity of worshiping God, not for the genuity of worshiping the Allah, or the genuity that they wanted to humble themselves before the Allah they call God. No, but they want to capture your emotion so that they can be able to structure it. Because some of us like this, we don't know the secret of this life. Most of us that are bloating up here and there, we don't know the secret of this life. That to control a man is very, very easy. To control a man is very, very easy. You need to know the logic. You need to know the philosophy on how to control the mindset of people, on how to control the way people can reason even in the next 100 years to come. So now, when they capture your emotion with that Islam, not the original Islam, not in the humility to worship God, but some innocent people will follow them. They will be using those innocent people, but they themselves, they know what they want to achieve with that religion. They know what they want to achieve. You don't know. You will feel you're worshiping God. That is what they did to the Hausas. That is what the same thing they do to Yorubas. The same thing. They entered Yorubas with that fake religions, Islam, to make them feel like they are genuinely worshiping Allah or following Allah, while behind that religion they are projecting, they are like the Europeans. They project religion, but they are mafians. They want to conquer you. They want to colonize you. That is what the Fulanis we are using. That's what they used to Hausas. That's what they used to Fulanis. That's why that's what they used to Yorubas. That's why they divide Yorubas. That so many of them, once they wanted to deceive you, they will be reminding you those things that they have used to capture your emotion and structure your mind. But in their heart, but in their mind, conquest is the agenda. And these are the things we are trying to make our people to understand. Because in every point in time, they will demonstrate it in their action, in their expression. Look at the way they kill. Tell me, Yorubas are Muslims. They lure them into Muslims. Some of them, they are genuine Muslims. But is Yoruba killing Yoruba Muslim? Are they killing the way Fulanese Muslims are killing? No. Go to other nations, apart from few nations that are terrorist organizations as a nation, but go everywhere that genuine Muslims, people who sincerely they are Muslims, go around. Are they killing like Fulanese? No. Because in the Fulanese Islam, there is agenda for the conquest in Africa. They are running it, is running in their blood. Like as I give you an instant, a goat can never go to look for a fresh blood when he is hungry. It's only lion that does it. It's only the animals in that family that eat fresh blood. But because that is the way they are structured to function. That is the way they are structured to function. The same with Fulanese. Fulani is not an Igbo man. Fulani is not an Ikwere man. Fulani is not an Irobo man. Fulani is not an Hausa man. Fulani is not a Yoruba man. They are the people that are created in a nation to be wandering about. Anywhere they come, they want to conquer what is happening there. They want to conquer. They believe in conquest. It runs in their blood. The Bible says that a wicked can never go to bed until he has committed mischief. If you are a witch never have peace. You wonder how some people who are witch eat the flesh of their flesh, their children. And you'll be wondering. That is the way a witch is structured to function. He can never have peace or relax like you. He can never have comfort like you, who is enjoying people's to live, enjoying seeing people alive, seeing people prosper. To them, it doesn't function that way. The only thing that gives them peace is when they have caused mayhem, when they have caused destruction.
And that is the reason they kept everybody in difficulty. They keep everybody suffering in Nigeria, because your suffering is their joy. Your pain is their joy. Mazi, and when this clip I'm about to take is going to say it all. It's going to expose the real mindset of a Fulani person. They even promise you they are going to bring pains to you, and they do it. Even when you accommodate them, there is nothing you do for them that that gives them joy. In fact, if they come into your community, what they always look for is how to inflict pains on you. Mazi Solomon, what happened in Ebony on Monday night is a clear example of what the Fulanese are, their mindset. That no matter how you try to be a good neighbor with them, no matter how you accommodate them, they kill you. Even in the north, you know how they killed our people in the north, they accommodated our people in the north. They killed our people in the north, we accommodate them, they kill us in our own villages. Let's take a look at this clip. There is a lot of inspiration to draw from this clip, and also a message to our people who feel that they are stubborn, they don't want to hear. They somewhat believe in cock and bull story. Even when message come to our people, they push it aside until it happens to them. The prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have come to fulfillment in many occasions, and this is another fulfillment. Let's take a look at this clip of what happened in Ebony.
Gunmen again killed at least 15 people in an attack on 4 villages in Ishelu local government area of Ebony State. The gunmen attacked the villages on Monday evening, shooting sporadically and killing the victims in different areas of the communities. They also set ablaze motorcycles belonging to the residents. Some of them who witnessed the attack give account of what happened.
How will I know what caused it? There have not been a situation whereby we got into quagmire with them. We have been living peacefully. Suddenly, we wake up with this corpse as a gift.
How many people you saw that were killed?
Personally, when I counted, before I couldn't hold my emotion again, I counted and I got 16 in number.
From the number gathered, is more than 15. Do you understand? Because from the counting, it's 16 in number plus maybe some that are still in the bush. Because
What do you think that really caused this?
now, the cause is what we cannot even tell. Do you understand? Because they are leaving this place without any kind of prior information. That means they have a kind of ulterior motive. Okay? Because when we had a little listing, the coordinator, being Rashidi by name, said that before leaving here, that he will make this community to shed tears. And I believe this is the tears. Okay? Then now, we are only talking about the dead. But there are some females that are coming back from the market. That we know, we don't even have their whereabouts now. We don't know their whereabouts. Women. That means they must have taken them. Then we are the ones destroying crops. Okay. Do you understand? We sanctioned them. Okay. But now, coming back, maybe, are you raising cow in respect of human being? Let me tell you, one thing you should understand. The one thing there is just that I urge the governor to know what to do about it.
Meanwhile, Governor Dave Umahi has visited some of the villages where he condemned the attacks in strong terms. He gave the people the assurance of the government to do all within its powers to bring the perpetrators to justice.
I got a very shocking news this afternoon about the attack on about 4 communities of Nkaleha, Obago, Amezu, Nkalago autonomous communities in Umuhale, Umuhale autonomous community in Ishelu local government by AK-47 herdsmen that came yesterday and killed 15 of members of these communities. I remember that about a year ago, we had an incident of killing of 2 herdsmen within this same location. And immediately the security agencies, local government chairman, and the community leaders all came together to condemn the attack and the killing. And we immediately asked the security agencies to fish out the people that did that. They didn't do it on behalf of the communities. And they did fish them out. And as we talked, they are standing trial in Ebony State. And the community and the government and security agencies appeased the herdsmen and made peace with them. And so it is very shocking that overnight, all the herdsmen in Ishelu local government vacated Ishelu local government, which means that the local herdsmen are part of the conspiracy of the killing of our people. They vacated despite all the efforts that my government, governors of Southeast and security agencies have been making to give them full protection not only in the Ebony State, but the entire Southeast. We feel so sad that this kind of thing should happen to Ebony State. We feel so worried for our country, Nigeria. We are short of words, and good enough we have some traces of the sponsors, we have traces of those who came here. I will not disclose it, but I'm going to escalate the identities of the people to the highest authority, and we wait to see what they will do.
So while we wait for Mazi Solomon to come, because it is very, very important he add his voice to this analysis. From the beginning of this clip, you saw the eyewitness saying that the Fulanis have already promised them that they are going to leave their community in tears, that they are going to make their community bleed. This is a community they have lived in for many years. This is a community that have provided them with everything they needed, including even the Fulani herdsmen themselves going into people's farm and destroying their farms. And at the end of the day, what they have to pay back is promising them that they are going to leave them in tears. And before they left the family community in tears, they all packed. Just like the first Fulani man that was talking, he said, any day you see a Fulani man start leaving your community, then he advised you not to sleep at night. Mazi Solomon, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Mazipat. Yeah, this is what happened to our people just last week. It's just a pity that...
Maz, it's not even last week, it's this week, Monday night of this week.
Okay, Monday night, yeah, this week. And it's quite unfortunate that our peoples are the one who has to bear this pain. And we have been in this kind of pain for a very long time now. You know, every time Igbo peoples are being murdered by the same Marodi Fulanis, you know. And you can see there, okay, let me just go straight to that very, leave the things that I'm trying to connect before and go straight to that very video. You can see in that very video that it takes even David Omai, it takes him the whole world to even pronounce Fulani Herdsmen. He looked for a way because he still wants the friendship of them that are in the government, then that are at Abuja, because all of them are eyeing today is that they feel like that the only way you can bring development to an Igbo is to be the friend of the Fulani. That is what our people are thinking. But that is not what Fulani is thinking. No. Fulani is not going to give you that very space. It's not. It's not. They will not. They will never. They will never. I said it in the last video that Fulanis are very good to you just because they are still something that they are gaining from you. You see all these, our brothers who think they can stand alone. And we are Niger Delta. We are Niger Delta. Fulanis they are not showing you their colors based that they are being told that the oil that are being used to sustain Abuja, sustain Kaduna, Katsina, and all their rotting states in the north is coming from that Niger Delta. Now, waiting just make them, they give you mouth, they mention that. That is the only thing. Once, the moment it goes beyond that, if you see the true color of Fulanis, if Fulani man is passing this way, when you see Fulani man passing this way, you will jump the other lane. Because Hama Ozwe Bunisi Ozeanato. Okay, look at what David Umai is explaining here, the governor of the state, executive governor of the state. They try to appease Fulanis. They try to make them happy. They pay, he's even indicting his people that they kill. How can an Igbo man kill Fulani first? indicting his people that some time ago, to Fulani, as he's sending to his taskmaster, that is reminding the people who lost their beloved one. He is reminding them that they are the first to kill Fulani some time ago. Where on earth has it happened? For an Igbo man to just leave what he's doing and just go after killing Fulani. Killing Fulani for what? Are you killing him because his brain is better than yours, he's more creative than you, or for what? So he said he did everything. What the point I want people to get from here, because we continue this video, there is a lot to analyze on this very video, of which we are going to come back on it, and you begin to understand everything that we are explaining to you. Because the moment Nigerians understand who Fulani is today, everybody will seek for freedom at once. Even those ones who are fighting IPOP, they will stand on their feet. Because our forefathers are short-sighted, and today our politicians are also short-sighted. Everything to them is sentiment. They want to act the way that the Western education structure their mind. But we are not going to succeed that way. We will succeed by, first of all, being a typical Igbo man. Then you understand. That's why it is important. You don't go, so many people who keep, you don't go with everything you have to the school. And when you get to the class, you will offload the knowledge you know. Then you will take the artificial knowledge and fill your head. Life is meant to be balanced. That one you hold it strong. Is from that one that is originally inherited from your ancestors that you can use to checkmate the new one that you are being given. The new one that they are giving you, you must hold the original, because it's through the original you will be able to checkmate the artificial. So what am I saying? David Umai said he did everything to please Fulanis. He shielded them. He shielded them in everything. Last time we are telling you they are killing our people, and David Umai is shielding them with army and police. He did everything to Fulani, but did the Fulani spare his state? Did the Fulani spare the villages in his state because he was too nice to them? Because he built mosques for them? Or because he built Alamajiri school for them? Did they spare Jonathan Goodluck because he built Alamajiri school for them? Or because he was patronizing them? Did they spare him? No. They can't. That is how they think. That no matter how good you are to the Fulanis, you can just waste your time as much as you can. Their agenda is pure. Their own Islam is not the original Islam you used to know. Their own Islam is the type of Islam that IPOP is fighting against. Their own Islam is the kind of Islam that we don't want to see anywhere in Igbo land. Because you will genuinely believe that, hey, this is the way of God. He tells more truth. I want to worship God this way. But that is what Fulani attended. David Umai was saying there that all the Fulanis in their state, they are actually involved in this act. Because they planted those ones that you see around your village. They are the informants. They are the informant. They are gathering every information about your village. And when they will sell that information, and those ones with the gun, they will just come and overrun your village and kill your people. David Umai did everything for that day, for a day like that Monday, for it never to come. But it still come, because Fulanis are Fulanis. So having a nation with this kind of people can never give you peace, because that their nature can never change. That the nature of the Fulanis, the nature of conquest, they have already been planted in all our forests. This is how you will be sleeping. You will think, no, if okay, no, for here. You will just be sleeping. I don't want to support IPOP. I don't want to support Mazin Kanu. I don't want to support ESN. Now, so you go to sleep. After you have spoken good of the Fulanis, after you have supported the Fulanis government, supported the Fulani politics and everything, you will just stay your house, they sleep. They will waka, come into your village, burn everything, raise down, and they will not care that you are the man who has spoken good about them. That is what David Umai is confessing. ESN was launched to, and the Mazin and the Kanu say specifically, these people, they will go to the forest where Fulanis are hiding. Because those forests, since that forest has stand, police has never been there. Police doesn't go to the forest.
Mazi, listen. There is one thing you must also put into consideration. Most of these people that were killed in this attack, in their hundreds, some of them were friends to these Fulanis. Some of them have, even in one way or the other, spoke against ESN, supporting the Fulani against, in fact, some of them are one Nigerianist, some of them are APC, some of them are PDP. Some of them have worked closely with the Fulani. Some of them have supplied information to the Fulani. Some of the victims, people that are killed now. So it is very, very important we point out some of these facts, that those who have worked closely with the Fulanis in our community, supplying them with information that have been their friends for years, some of them are among the people that were killed. The Fulanis that carried out this attack were not told who to kill and who not to kill. As long as you're a member of that community, that instruction has been given that anybody that is in that community, whether you're a friend of Fulani or you are enemy of Fulani, you are going to die. Mazi, go ahead.
Mazi, this is the thing that I have explained from the beginning. That in the agenda, in the way Fulani are sexed everybody, I said everybody is in that page of Igbo. That's why they are telling some people, deny that you are not Igbo, so you will be safe. The way 100%, the way they view an Igbo man from Anambra is the way they view a man from Ikwere, the man from Irobo, the man from Eka, the man from Ejo. The same way. In the scale of the Fulanis, you are all Igbos. So in the contents that I'm talking, if I said Igbos, I mean the whole eastern region. Not that I'm using Igbo to overrun the name Igbo, because this name Igbo, in the diary of the British, in the diary of the Britons, in the diary of the Fulanis, Igbo is just a political front. Igbo are just political front. They just see a political people who are gathered. They see not like people who are Igbo by inheritance or by so-called. No, they are just seeing all of you Igbo. All of you are Igbo as a political force. All of you are Igbo. The way they see a man in Anambra is the way they see a man in Ikwere. Like Wike, who is jumping up and down like Okeleku. They are preparing the stove in which they are going to roast his meat very soon, because that is how Fulani, they do their actions. Once they see you come to play the game, they know. You come to play the takea that they are born into. They are targeting you. They are just looking at you and they are smiling. And they are boiling the fire in which they are going to roast your meat. Watch what they will do to Tinubu. All this political movement, APC. Do you think Fulani believe on those things? No. But they can use it. They can use it to trap you. And when you are trapped, they will go for their conquest. That is it. And David Umai was explaining there. We did everything good to appease the Fulanis, the killers with AK-47. No matter all the things that David Umai has said in the favor of this Fulani, even when he was giving his speech, he refused to call them Fulani Herdsmen. Rather, he called them herders. Herders from where? But will that make them to spare David Umai when they will roast him? No way. Once is the time for their conquest, they will strike. Whether in a political space or whether in the bush or whether in the city, the agenda is the same. The Islam of the Fulani is not the original one. They are like the Europeans who come with Christianity, but they are mafians. They are conquests. They want to take your land. They don't have interest with your life. They have interest with the treasure in your land. That is their interest. That's why your death is meaningless to them. It's just like the grass that has to be uprooted for a farmer to farm his yam. If you are dying in thousands, he is meaningless to them. Because to them, they don't accept that you are a human. They don't accept that it doesn't touch. It doesn't reach to the emotion.
I think there is a statement you made that we are like a grass. So they see us as a weed that must be uprooted for their crop to grow.
That's it. That is what it is. And these are the details that we want our people to hold in the palm of their hands. That nobody he can make a tally. So that when you have this truth, you become a real Igbo man. Not an Igbo man that was taken to a Western education. They structure your mind, because that is what the institution does. They will structure your mind. They will remove the reality of you, and they planted the artificials. The artificial one. They will replace the real you. They will remove it and they will put artificial. You will see that the way you reason, the way you act is based on what you learn from the school, on what you learn from that institution. And they call it civilization.
Mazi Solomon, there is a point that Dave Umahi made that the entire Eastern governors have been protecting the Fulani Herdsmen in Eastern region. Dave Umahi made, and Mazi Nnamdi have been saying this for a long time, that they are protecting the Fulani Herdsmen. And Dave Umahi confirmed it in that press conference.
Yes, Mazi. That is just the point. We are going there. I said there is a lot that the statement of Umahi reviewed, that even if we devote a whole week, we cannot finish it. But I want to stop by this to reminding our people that we need to go back to your root. For you to have Ako Nuche. So Ako Nuche is an ability to put balance. I have once in this program give you one of the fairy tale that we are told when we are small children about goat and the tortoise who went to steal from somebody's barn. They use Appian way, a small route, to enter into that place. So they began to eat and eat. And when tortoise is eating, tortoise will go and measure his stomach to that very small exit that they enter the place. So he will see that the size of his stomach can still go if the owner of that yam eventually strike. But go to Ewu, he's there eating without measuring the size of his stomach. And his stomach keep on swelling, and as he keep eating. So as the cost of eating, eventually the owner of the barn now stepped in. And they are both trapped. But the tortoise was wise enough to be measuring his stomach. The moment he put his head in the exit, he left. When the goat go to the same exit, he discovered that he has eaten and has swollen his stomach. The stomach has swollen, and they cannot go out from the same exit. That is the same thing that that is the education that I was given. When I begin to narrate this education, when I was given at the little, I now begin to understand what it means. You see, no matter where you go, carry the original brain of an Igbo man. Never you dump that brain because you are seeing something new. This is why many Igbo people are being defied. Because if you go to the foundation of Igbo man, what make Igbo man is inso. Things that your forefathers don't eat, don't touch, don't play with is what you are playing with. Because the original you has been replaced with fake. Because we are spirit, we are close to spirit. And what makes the spirit powerful is inso. That's why you will begin to hear Nso Nso Kajiofadi. What is Nso? Nso is the avoidance of things that you did not suppose to touch, as for you not to be defiled. Ndị be unu na-asọ eke, ndị be unu na-asọ ewu, ha na-asọ enwe. There is history to that. Those things do not actually mean that it belongs to devil or it belongs to idol. Go down and deep. There is a spiritual inheritance you have to protect you that you will become indestructible. That is connected to those things. If they say, if your village say, we are not eating fowl, there is history to it. You need to carry the original brain inherited from your forefathers. Why going into civilization? Why acquiring Western education? Jide that your Igbotic brain, because from there is from where you will begin to dictate which one is lie and which one is the truth. Once you retain the original, you will always know the fake, and you will always be fortified with the original. You will know when the Western education is misleading you, because that is what happened to Zeke. That is what happened to Awolowo. They are taking it, their people, with the brainwashed of the Western education, they are taking their people into perpetual bondage in Nigeria, and they never notice it. Because they have already left everything that make them Igbo. Everything they inherited from their forefather, which is the raw brain, they left it. They say, hey, look at Mwabeke, Omelu, ele train, now fly. They are now pursuing shadow. But these people, they are what they are because they never lost their original foundation. They know what they are called. They kept their tradition. They kept their understanding. They kept their inheritance. But it is only we Igbos that are abandoning. Once the Igbo gal mobile school, mmiri eju ebrem. Oga hapụzikwa nwa Igbo ọbụ. A common Fulani man na-eri ọrụ. Common Fulani man na-eri somebody bụ engineer David Umai na-eri ọrụ. Common Fulani man na-achịgharị efi n'ọzara na-eri David Umai ọrụ. He never gets sense. David Umai, who paid for school fees, he lost his inheritance, his Igbo inheritance. That's what, because who is the Fulani man? To guide an Igbo man, to be playing Igbo man, people, with the brain of Igbo man. Who is him? If David Umai has the Igbo-ness in him, Imakwa no more ka ibo nkuku. Nwa ukuku. Nwa ukuku. That is what we are. Ukuku amanonya. The brain of Africa. The brain of Africa. That is what Fulanis are using to drink palm wine. They will make you to be serving them, working for the agenda. They will be following you with takea. Look at the time he trapped them and hooked them on the neck. All over the nation, they are going for peace talk. They begin the narrative that there is Fulanis, the one who are not bad and the one who are bad. They bring the narrative that Fulani has fought for one Nigeria. They want peace. Who are the people killing David, killing in our state? The same people who want peace. The same people who are preaching peace. Tetenu nola. Tetenu nola. Umibo. Tetenu nola. Make we look where we forgot, where we throw aside this very inherent, this egotic brain that we are born with. Before all this civilization, all this charismatic, all this Catholic, all this, where is our egotic brain? Where did we throw it? Why should we allow Fulani these days to be using our skull to drink palm wine?
Mazi,
We need to rise up. Mazi Pat, I only have 2 minutes. I've just said we need 2 minutes and I'll be out of the program, except you wish to bring me back.
There is something before you go in 2 minutes. Don't you think that the devil Mahi's position as at today, as a result of this killing, will affect his presidential ambition? Because the essence of him protecting Fulani Herdsmen and all the Eastern government is to see if they can get to that point where they can become president of Nigeria. Now that they are beginning to lash out and get angry, don't you think they are losing the position?
Mazi, who is giving David Umahi the president of Nigeria? He's just nursing that ambition for nothing. No Igbo man will be president of Nigeria. How? Ask them about the restructuring, the one they went to beg. They see how they pursue them. They pursue them like Nama, like Ewu. Pursue them out. Where are they with restructuring? With the whole grammar. Somebody that is as educated as in Nyanwodo, with all the whole grammar. The man without school certificate, turn everything down, pursue them like Nama. Chop her with restructuring. Say, go out. They come back disgrace. Who is campaigning for restructuring now? Now, jack of all trade, master of none. Common restructuring, even small, they couldn't give to Nyanwodo. They couldn't give to the whole Nkoni Demeri. They couldn't give them restructuring. They chase them away like a Nama. They chase them away like goat. They come back disgrace. Today they are telling you, Igbo president, Igbo president. Don't they know that they have already played them by telling them when they want to come into government, it will be rotational presidency. It will be, even at that time, they are telling you those pleasant words because they know what you want to hear. At that time, they already know what to do when the time comes. Oh, you think that Jonathan get there, that it will turn again? They will not allow it to happen again. You think Obasanjo come there? They know the game they play with Fulani. They know the game they play with Yorubas, because they know from one, they study with Obasanjo. Obasanjo is their colleague. He knows that Obasanjo never supported anything about Fulani, about Yorubas. They knows. That's why they bring him in, so that they will cover the eyes of the Yorubas over the death of them denying Awolowo for not being president, and again killing Abiola. They knows all these things, that there is grievance, there is angers in the mind of. They just use fake Yorubas to play them 419, like as they're using Tinubu today. To play them 419. They thought, hey, Yoruba man is there. They started from Shinako or Shinako or whatever. Shinako. Where is that Shinako today? Is that Mazi, don't bite your tongue.
Shiniko.
Where is the Shiniko? They said, hey, Yorubas, anger in Yoruba land. They bring Shiniko, entering government. While what they wanted is for Abacha to come in. They want to usher Abacha. So Yorubas are busy agitating like the agitation they are making today. They are already planning. They know how to quench them. They know how to switch them off. Except if they will refuse to agree. Except if they will listen this time. They bring Shinako, the whole agitation for Yoruba. Where is the Abiola? The whole thing died off. Because they know the people they normally use to deal with them. The whole thing died off. Shinako was there. Another thing we hear is that Abacha has taken over. Shinako disappeared. When Abacha died, Yoruba is like, we want this seat back. Wait, okay. You know what?
Our mandate.
We need our mandate. We need our mandate. They give them June 12th. This is June 12th. They never supported. They are the one that the 4th June 12th. They give them June 12th as a ceremonial day. Hey, the day we remember democracy. And the Yorubas are thinking they are promoting them. What did they do? When Abacha died, they now plan that let's look for somebody who answer Yoruba name, who have never been in support of Yoruba's agenda or these things, and smuggle him, so that we will use him to usher in our democratic government. Their target is that president. They bring Obasanjo to confuse Yorubas, so that Yorubas will now come down for Nigeria and started following due process. They fashioned the Yorubas the way they reason, the way they think, though they are educated. But it couldn't help them, because the original Yoruba inheritance, most of them, they throw it away when they went for Western education. So that is the same way they bring Obasanjo. What is Obasanjo working? Obasanjo worked for 8 years only to bring in Yarodua. Unfortunate to them, when Obasanjo was working to bring in Yarodua, he remembered that there is an agitation in Niger Delta. So therefore, and where we are sucking the oil we are using to survive in the north is in Niger Delta. Please, Obasanjo, can you bring a Niger Delta person closer to the government so that we can quench the agitation there? So it won't be spoiling things for us. You know the people that are working under. You know them, those people from the other side. They bring the Niger Delta. Unfortunate to them, the man died on the seat and they cannot hide it. Then Jonathan become president. That is just a shade of circumstance. Some people will say it when they fall, they say one night stand. That is what Jonathan become. And Jonathan finished that regime, and because they don't want, they still wanted Niger Delta to be calm, like something is happening. Then they allow him to go for 4 years, while they have already concluded their plan. That how did Jonathan offend them? Jonathan began the process of restructuring Nigeria. Then all the Fulanis, they now turn into suicide bomber. That conference that Jonathan called on how
Sovereign National Conference, which the late Buhari never attended anyway.
That is where they come to understand. Oh, this man. So your eyes is on the ball. They all become suicide bomber. They begin to get Fulanis from all over. to come for jihad war or whatever things they are calling them. They begin to hire machineries. They begin to open doors for terrorism, suicide bombing everywhere, all in the West to move out Jonathan. Buhari was telling them that Nnamdi Kanu during this NSAS say if they kill you, kill them. But the one Buhari, who is their president, say they have that the monkey and the babu will be soaked in blood.
We soak in their own blood, yes.
They never see it. Nobody is discussing it. That is the same man who is portraying peace, portraying presidency, is the one that makes such statement. My brother,
the same Buhari said he will continue to agitate, for Sharia.
But Mazi, there is something I have to drop here now before I go, because I have exceeded. Now, Mazi, do you know why the attack on Monday happened in Ebony State? There was a man, we play his video here, who we are telling you that they called Buhari. Buhari say, wait, it's not now. Do you know why that attack took place in Ebony? Is because when Buhari was going for medical checkup, he just called them. They can do what? Just watch what is going to happen. What is happening these days? More of Fulani's attack. Because Buhari want to come back and claim it happened because he was not around. And now Baba has come back. Everywhere has gone quiet. They are deceiving the child that is being born yesterday. Or some slave who has lost their portion in the inheritance, in their inheritance as Igbos, that you can be deceiving like that. People like us, you don't deceive. We know the game. When he was going, he gave them order. He gave them order. Do whatever you want. Once I come back, everywhere we go cold. That is the tactics that they are using. You will see more of the attack this time. Why can't you support ESN? Why can't you support IPOP? Let's bust these people's agenda and stop them. They are coming with full force with their conquest, and you will see it. You will see it. It will happen. There is no strength in our political space in that southeast. There's no. How many federal projects do you have? Nothing. They have built the north, they have built the west, Lagos State. And very soon they will ask you to vacue from Lagos State. They have used your brain, use your talent to build that place. The west, at least, they have their own portion. The north, Abuja is being built. Where did they build in the east? Where did they build in the east? In the entire east. Where? Anyị buteleka, efulefu, nesoha, mo. Tetenunola. Wake up. Support ESN. Support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Support IPOP. Support Biafra. That is the way forward. That is the only argument that can move your life forward. Apart from this very argument of freedom, the argument of self-determination, the argument of Biafra, the argument of Oduduwa, the argument of Middle Belt, freedom for all these people, including Ariwa, that is the only way forward. Even if we are in a small country like this, that at least we will be able to appreciate one another at the end of the day. That is the only way forward. If you don't cut the conquest of the Fulani now, it's going to be too late for you tomorrow. We need to do it now. It's very, very important. We need to stand strongly in our argument for referendum. It is their responsibility if it's not in their law. It is their responsibility to make that law. They come and said ESN is illegal. It is their responsibility to make it legal. It's not. You don't need to worry about it. All we come to do is to do the work of God. And if they keep fighting us, they will keep fighting God who sent us into the job that we are doing. Because the God who created this earth created it on the platform of freedom. He does not create it for anybody to come and conquer the other one. He created it in the platform of freedom. And he is revisiting his word today, that whosoever the Son of Man set free shall be free indeed. He is visiting his word today. It is our time to be freedom. It is our time of freedom. Biafran, this time around, I'm just offering this very advice before I go out from here to the leadership of IPOP. It is hard time. We need to develop prayer camp. Choose 70 people day and night that will be praying for ESN. Whether in the way of Omenana, whether in the way of religion. Those genuine religion, their prayers, spirit answer their prayers. We need to stay strong in prayer, because what the unknown forces are cooking against us is terrible this day. But God has also assured us victory. But we must bring that victory down. It will not come by himself. We must bring that victory down. On this note, I will end this broadcast here. And join me again tomorrow as Massacre will bring me into this very platform. Before then,
thank you very much.
Good night.
Thank you
from
very
my
much.
end.
I want to say thank you for those who are coming late. I want to say we are sorry for the breakage in transmission on today's program, and unfortunately we cannot take calls. I hope that when we come back again, we'll be taking calls. The reality is on the ground. We can see what is happening on a daily basis, and the clear signs are there that Nigeria have collapsed already. The Fulanis themselves don't even care whether Nigeria collapses. And that is why they continue to perpetrate their evil. And if the Fulanis do not care, because if they care, they would have lived in peace with their neighbors, they would have lived in peace with their host communities. But they don't care whether the country collapses, because they don't even have a stake in Nigeria. What they are in for is to grab what they can grab. They take away your mineral resources, they destroy your farm, they kill you in your houses. In fact, your life has become miserable. And unfortunately, our people are still, some, not everybody, because I know that all our people are tired of one Nigeria. It's just that people are being intimidated to remain in one Nigeria under the barrel of the gun. But we can no longer continue to be intimidated. We must all rise up and speak in one voice and do what is necessary to free ourselves. Freedom is not gotten on a platter of gold. You have to make all the necessary sacrifices. Most of these people that were killed in Ebony, if they have stood up to put their life on the line fighting for Biafra, their life would have been more valuable. But they were cut down in their houses. Most of them were even APC members, some of them PDP members, some of them one Nigerianist. Fulani didn't ask them which party do they belong. The herdsmen did not ask them whether they believe in one Nigeria or not. As long as you are an Igbo person and you are a Biafran, whether you believe in Biafra or you don't believe in Biafra, you are going to die after all. So why are you sitting back and waiting to die? Why don't you use that life that was sacrificed for no reason? Why not put that life in the sacrifice of your freedom, rather than sitting back and being butchered? All these hundreds of people that were died, if they have been recruited to defend their community, the Fulani wouldn't have access to attack them. But they were attacked because they were not defending the community. They were about moving like sheep and goats within that community. If they knew the danger that was facing them and they stood and defended, the Fulanis wouldn't have even attacked them in the first place. But because our people refuse to stand up and defend their community, that is why they are dying. And you can only live when you are ready to die. And you die when you are not ready to live. It is very simple. You can only live when you are ready to die. And that is where we find ourselves at this point. And I want to say, let us all be vigilant. Let us support ESN, because ESN is the only option. ESN is the only option. And we must all make our contribution in that direction to make sure that ESN continues to flourish, to be able to wipe out the entire murderous Fulani herdsmen in our communities, we must cooperate with the ESN, bring information forward so that we'll be able to save our community from the danger that is still ahead. I want to say thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and bless you. Until you see again, my name remains Mazi Ikempa. Thank you very much.
To defend our land against the excesses and ravages of Fulani terrorism and the hegemonic tendencies of the Sokoto Caliphate. For years, our mothers have not been able to go to the farms. Our daughters are being raped and cut into pieces. Everybody is aware of what transpired at Nimbo, at Ozo Wani, what is happening right now in Delta, what is also happening in Ebony State, and also in parts of Abia. We cannot allow it to continue. We have cowards and spineless, lily-livered idiots as governors. They have given over our land to the Janjaweed to occupy in perpetuity. This very generation, this very IPOB will not tolerate it. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We would rather all perish and die than to allow our land to be taken over by the Janjaweed. It cannot happen. This is a warning to all the governors who are conspiring due to one political consideration or the other to give our land to infidels and blood-sucking demons from the Sahel. It cannot happen, not under our watch. It's not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Our invaders, we are being told, come from Senegambia. We are being told they come from Mali. Some are from Niger Republic. Some are from Chad, according to the governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai. Therefore, we are setting up the Eastern Security Network to combat the excesses of these vagabonds and criminals from across the Sahel. Along the same lines as Amotekun, and even the ones set up by the terrorists themselves, Miyetti Allah. What we are launching today officially before the congregation of a global audience is the Eastern Security Network. Not a Biafran army, no. Anytime this army will march, we shall let the world know. But for now, and for our present purposes, we are there to defend the land of Biafra against these marauders from the Sahel, against a very determined incursion being led by terrorists, Fulani terrorists to be precise. What we are doing is no different from what Amotekun is seeking to achieve in Yoruba land. What we are doing is not far from what Miyetti Allah, the terrorists themselves, are seeking to achieve in the northern part of the damnable Zoological Republic. Our response to the endless cycle of insecurity, lawlessness, mayhem, destruction of lives and properties in Biafra land is the launch of this very Eastern Security Network. This very day, in the coming days and weeks, you will see them in their uniforms. You will see them performing very critical and vital functions of ensuring the security of our land. I urge each and every one of you to give them your maximum cooperation. Attempts in the past to resolve these very raging Fulani terrorist incursion into our land has been very fragmented and piecemeal. It has never worked. Just a few days ago, we received reports that Delta State, under Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, launched what he referred to as Delta Safe Operation Delta Hawk, only for Delta State. Whereas Yoruba governors launched Amotekun to safeguard the whole of Yoruba land. Miyetti Allah launched their own vigilante group to safeguard the interest of Fulani Janjaweed all over the Zoological Republic. When you come to the east, by which I mean the southeast and the south-south, all the governors there are cowards. They have not done anything to secure our lives and our properties. That is why we felt it is necessary for us to do the right thing to protect our land, or else we will go the way that the Hausa people went. And we are not going to allow that, not under our watch. They have managed to fragment our people. They have managed to divide us. No governor in the southeast or south-south has the courage nor the conviction to stand up to defend the people. Therefore, we must. Therefore, IPOB must defend our land to the very last blood in our bones. We are not going to stop. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever, until we rid our farms and our forests of every vestige of Fulani Janjaweedism. This evening, I'm announcing it, that our forests and our farmlands shall be free of Fulani terror presence. They cannot dwell in our bushes. They can bring down their cattle to do their business, after which we expect them to domicile in our cities and in our towns, to rent houses like any other group of people. If they decide to venture into our forests and into our farms, they will have us to contend with. We do not care who they come with. We don't care if they come with their army, their air force, or whoever is supporting this caliphate relentless incursion into the south. We shall meet them head on. We shall confront them. I do not want to hear about any rape of a mother anywhere starting from this very night. I don't want to hear that any daughter of Biafra has been abducted anywhere in our territory, because starting from this very evening, our forests and our farmlands are no-go areas for Fulani terrorists masquerading as herdsmen. Because the Fulani very cleverly discovered that the only way they can defeat our people is by dividing us. That is why all the governors of the South-South and the Southeast never got together to float any security outfit capable of defending our land. None of them did. Absolutely none. Even what their counterparts are doing in Yoruba land, they cannot replicate. What ordinary terrorist group like Miet Yala is doing, your so-called governors cannot do it, because they are cowards. They are beholden to the caliphate. They have come to do the bidding of the Fulani Janjaweed, and we can't allow them in our land. If they want to serve the Fulani caliphate, they can go to the north and do it. Not in Biafra land, not anymore, not from this very night. That is why this very announcement is being made before the full view of the international community, that they may understand how serious we are, how determined we are. As somebody quite rightly said, the only way to eat an elephant is by cutting it into pieces. The only way the Fulani Janjaweed can overwhelm us is by dividing us. If you are an agent
Nnamdi Kanu odogwu jise ike Moses Chukwu nyelu ndị Igbo asị m gị gaba n'iru n'onwere ife ebe ga-eme ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo ma chacha ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo okwu nna m gwara omugbuo ọ sị na ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo ịma na nwata chọba nke ya akpọbụ ya ajọ mmadụ mana nke nwa ka nwa na-achọ Chukwu okike bụ ị na-azụ Chukwu okike so ga-eje na onwere ife ndị ya ga-eme ebe fa na-egbutere gị na Operation Python Dancing na onwere ife ọzọ fa ga-eme maka na ọchọ nke a dị-enwe ilo ụmụ Igbo ka ịchọ n'oge ga-amarịlị emesịa tana ị ga-aghọta ndị ọcha achasị bute ọcha ha achasị bute nke ji ụlọ n'Igbo erika ndị jili maka ibi ego wele kwụsị ụmụnne ba unu godu mana